Vivekachudamani of Shankaracharya. Here the Guru is telling what to do for attaining the knowledge of one's own self, Atman or Brahman or God. Vishuddham antakaranam swarupe niveshya shakshini avabodha matre shanai shanaihi nischalatam upanayan purnam swam eva anuvilokayet tataha. Tataha, afterwards. What? After what? Vishuddham antakaranam swarupe. In the purified mind, antakaranam is internal organs which are vishuddha, which are purified. So in the purified mind, what we should do with this purified mind? We should fix this mind or apply this mind on self or God or Brahman. Sri Ramakrishna says that the pure mind is Guru. So how does the mind become pure?
Good thoughts. Good thoughts.
You came yesterday. Did you come yesterday?
No. We had to go out yesterday, so we couldn't make it for the class.
Oh, okay. Okay. You went to that
Patal Bhuvaneshwar.
Oh, Patal Bhuvaneshwar. Okay. So, what is purity of mind?
Is good thought.
Good thought is purity of mind. What is good thought? Sadiccha. So, if there are, say, people from 15 linguistic backgrounds or people who know 15 languages, you will give me 15 words. Good thought, sadiccha in Bengali, and in Hindi it will be achhe vichar. So, do you really think I am asking for a translation? What is good thought? There is this thing. If somebody commits a murder, no, it depends on whom you have murdered. If you have murdered an ordinary person, don't worry, nobody will bother. But if you have murdered a don or something, confess and get into jail. That is the safest place. But of course, there also they may murder you. So like that, he has surrendered already. We don't know, you tell. What is a good thought?
You should not, for example, one thing, ahimsa, not to think of, manasa, vacha, karmana, not to think of that. Always think.
The question was how to purify the mind. How to purify the mind?
Doing unselfish work, japa, meditation.
So what is the goal? By doing unselfish work and japa and meditation, what are you trying to do? Purifying the mind means what?
Purifying mind means attaining God. Purifying mind and attaining God same.
They are not same. They are not same.
Sharing Guru Kripa.
To work for the benefit of others.
That's thoughts for good thing.
Again, good thing means what? Good thing.
Do something for needy people or needy persons.
To work for
And do something for?
Needy people, needy persons and sick persons. Do something.
So it is good.
selfless.
Selfless.
Work for.
So people only what they think or what they want they can speak. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, when he met Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, he said, Ahar Nidra Maitun. And even till date, people say, there is a huge group of followers of Bankim Chandra. They say, no, he was making fun. He was not making fun. Anyway, so Sri Ramakrishna says that people belch what they eat. So here also same thing. You just want to do good work and die and again come. So you are also thinking like that. Your thought is, oh, let us do some good work and then die. What is impurity in mind? Impurity in mind is desire. Desire is the impurity in mind. So, how to get rid of that? That you have to see. You can make your mind pure only by making it completely desireless, completely free of desire. There is no other way to make your mind pure. This is the actual thing you have to do. So, how do you do that? There are different ways, are there? Earlier, in Shankaracharya's or in the earlier tradition, even the Mimamsa tradition, it was believed that you have to do work without any motive, particularly in Shankaracharya tradition, and then that would purify your mind. It will make what is called Chitta Shuddhi. It will purify your mind, and then afterwards you start contemplating on God or Brahman, whatever the case may be. But Swami Vivekananda came and he said that that is not necessary. Why? Because in the times of Shankaracharya or even before that, karma meant kamya karma, any work done with selfish desire. Even now that is what most of you or almost all of you do. But Swamiji gave a new gospel. He said that if you can do selfless work, if you can do selflessly something, then just by doing that you can attain the same goal which people attain by practicing other disciplines. And he gave 4 yogas, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga. And in these 4 yogas, most of you might not know, many people don't know, and whenever I tell them they are shocked and many people react. But among these 4 yogas, 2 yogas, Raja Yoga, why people react? Because they have not read Swami Vivekananda or they have not even bothered to purchase the book or something. So that is why they react. But if you read Raja Yoga or Karma Yoga, Swamiji himself says that to follow these paths, you don't need to believe in any God. You don't need to believe in any God. You don't need to believe in any doctrine or philosophy. What do you need to do in Karma Yoga? Just do selfless service. And what do you need to do in Raja Yoga? Just control your mind. And there you don't need to follow any philosophy. In Sankhya, which was propounded by Kapila Muni, there also there are 2 branches. One which believes in a God and one which does not believe in a God. So Nirishwara Sankhya, Seshwara Sankhya. So Swamiji gave this idea of controlling the mind that does not even require that you be a theist, you believe in God. You may believe, of course you should believe in a divine principle or something, but you don't need to believe in God. And for Karma Yoga, even if you are an atheist, even if you completely don't believe in religion at all, by just doing selfless service, you can attain the same goal. That is what Swamiji. So it's a great hope, particularly in our times when people are going away and away from religion. So it's a great hope. So you see, Vishuddham Antakaranam, the inner organs. Antakarana means Manaha, mind, Buddhi, intellect, Chitta. Chitta is the place where all your impressions are stored. You eat a jalebi, dog. Seo Shunbe Akon Vivekachudamani. Is
Interesting.
ওটা ভিজিয়ে দিন, দরজাটা ভিজিয়ে দিন।
ঠিক আছে।
Antakaranam means mind, intellect, egotism, ahankara, and chitta. Chitta means the place where your impressions are stored. So yesterday, did you eat jalebi yesterday?
Yes, very nice. Very nice.
That everyone understands. Okay. So jalebi. So this jalebi you ate and now that has made an impression. So strong impression. See, so that impression, when you go to your house in Kolkata, you will see jalebis. Mayavati, what you will talk about is that, oh, we went to Mayavati and there you see Swamiji gave such big jalebis. And then you may go to a shop and say, what jalebis are you giving? In Mayavati, this big jalebi. So that is an impression. So this chitta, translated in English as mind stuff, is a place where impressions are stored. And these four things have to be Vishuddham, purified. So here Guru assumes that you have already purified it. But is it that case? No. All of you sitting here, one thing which we have great problems with is what? Ahankara. What do you do? What you used to do?
I'm a retired person.
What?
Doing some
No, earlier what was your job?
I'm a computer specialist in Dallas.
Computer specialist in Dunlop. So suppose somebody came and told you that what computers, you know nothing about computers. That is sufficient. Or what do you do?
I'm a businessman.
What business do you do?
Iron.
So what do you know about iron? Nothing. Like that, if somebody says that's all, that is enough for the rest so many days or months or years maybe. And like that. And suppose somebody knows cooking, if you say if they have cooked properly and they say, you don't know anything about cooking, that is sufficient. If you are living in the same house, next time you don't get any meal. So Vishuddham Antakaranam. So this ego, ahankara, is a big problem. And with that we have of course problem of the mind, we have problem of buddhi. Our buddhi, vinasha kale? Vinasha kale viparita buddhi. So if you go and try to advise someone who is doing something wrong, nobody listens to your advice. They are bent upon doing what they want to do. That's why vinasha kale viparita buddhi. So with all these things, mind is pulling you in one direction, buddhi is pulling you in one direction. In this Vivekachudamani itself, there is a wonderful shloka. What is that shloka? That there are 5 organs we have. That there are 5 insects, 5 creatures, 5 living beings, which die because of 5 sense organs. What are they? One is eye. So the patanga is that insect which comes and falls in a lamp. So if you have a candle or something, these insects will come, and moth, they will come and fall on the lamp and die, because they like that shape, rupa. So eye, because of attachment to eye, they fall. Then there is deer. How is deer killed? They make a noise somewhere and immediately deer stands still like that. Because it cannot move. Its ears go up like that. And immediately the hunter kills the deer. Then what else? You have honeybee, which is enamored by the sense of smell. And so you all know lotus, it opens and this honeybee goes and sits in the lotus, and then it thinks, okay, little more honey, and in the evening when there is sunset, this closes. And when it closes, when will it open again? On sunrise. And so till that time this person has died. So because of smell, hearing, and then there is taste, jalebi. Taste, this taste. So what happens when a fisherman goes and puts a bait to catch a fish, and because of that taste, that fish catches the bait and is killed. And then you have touch, elephant. Do you know how elephants are hunted? Anybody knows? So, if it is a male elephant, there will be a she elephant. If it's a she elephant, there will be a male elephant. So they will keep a elephant of the opposite gender, and they will go and they are trained actually. That elephant will go and touch this elephant. So the moment this elephant touches the other elephant, that elephant goes into some kind of ecstasy, and then that's all. Then that elephant prods the other elephant to go further, and there will be a huge pit, and it goes and falls there, and it is caught. So, because of each one sense, destruction comes to these living beings. What will happen to human being who is pulled by all the five senses? That is the beautiful verse which comes in Vivekachudamani earlier. So, we are pulled from mind in one direction, from brain in one direction, from ego in one direction. People have to respect you. People have to say that what you have done is good. Because why? Because you have done it. I have done it. There is nothing else. Why does a mother like a child? Because it is her child. Not because the child has got any talent. It is her child. Oh, my child is so nice. Like that. Vishuddham antakaranam. So first these things have to be taken care of. First you have to tackle these things. Now you can very well understand in what state you are. You are not tackling these things. You are being tackled by these things, right? Mind is, you are not controlling the mind. Mind is controlling you. And so on and so forth. So Vishuddham antakaranam swarupe. Once you purify your mind, your ego, that means ego will not be there. Mind, if there is no desire, mind will die. Why is it that when you meditate or try to do japa, mind does not allow you? Why? Suppose I want to kill you, say. Will you allow me?
It is good purpose, I will.
What is your age?
Only 78.
Only
78.
That is why you are saying this. But if I tell him, if somebody comes to kill you, will you allow?
No. It is only good purpose.
No, even that, you are saying because you are 78. Say 40 years ago you would not have said that. So, so that is the thing. And you are married, right?
Yeah.
So 40 years ago you would never have said that. Now you are saying because everything has been so-called settled.
Nobody asked me this.
Of course. So this is the thing. So you see, you will not want to say, yes, please come and kill me, etc. There are no Buddhas in this room. And so that would not happen. And why there are no Buddhas? Buddha actually said that, do you know, from the life of Buddha. So if it helps him, let him kill me, etc. So now, mind will be killed if you meditate and if you succeed in meditation, spiritual meditation. That is, if you succeed in killing all the desires, mind will be killed. And mind doesn't want to be killed.
They are not succeeding.
Because you are not meditating, mind is meditating upon you. It's the other way around. Say no? So anyway, so Vishuddham antakaranam swarupe. So because mind doesn't want to die, it does not allow you to do meditation. And because you have not trained your mind, you have an untrained mind and you don't know how to control it. But if you have controlled the mind, if you have controlled your ego, if you have controlled your buddhi, then automatically chitta also will get controlled. All these things under your control and purified, then niveshya, fix them on swarupe, on your true personality, true self. Sakshini avabodha matre. And what is that personality? What is the nature of that personality? It is sakshi. It is witness. Avabodha matre. And it has got knowledge, avabodha matra, absolute. Absolute knowledge. It's of the nature of absolute knowledge. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat, absolute existence. Chit, absolute knowledge or a consciousness, and Anand, the absolute bliss. Then, once you have purified the mind and then you are fixing your mind on, purified your antakarana and fixing your antakarana on witness, which is the knowledge absolute, then shanai shanai, slowly, gradually, nishchalatam upanayan, you should make it still, upanayan, you should bring stillness. Stillness in what? In antakarana, in mind, buddhi and your ego. It should be still. And then purnam swam eva anuvilokayet. And then tataha. And then purnam swam eva anuvilokayet. One must see. See here means one must realize one's purnam swam, one's own self. But what is that self like? Now you don't realize it. What you do, you realize, you stand in front of the mirror and see yourself as body and mind, and you are all, most of you are now very sad because this beautiful body is now full of wrinkles and all that. And some people may be trying some anti-wrinkle treatment, but it is not helping. So this kind of thing, you stand in front of the mirror, aha, 20 বছর আগে কত সুন্দর ছিলাম. So like that, you 20 years ago how beautiful I was. And don't people talk like that? Yes. So that you say, and then you are afraid. Why? Because you think yourself to be the mind and body, which you are not. So only when you, why do you think yourself? Why do we consider ourselves to be the body and the mind? Because there are desires. And these desires cannot be fulfilled but by the body and the mind. So we consider ourselves body and the mind. If we did not have any desires, then we would not think of ourselves as body and mind. We are clinging to this idea of our personalities because we want to fulfill so many desires, which will again cause suffering. Purnam swam eva anuvilokayet. So then you must realize one's infinite self. The whole suffering, the idea of suffering is because of our idea of body. But do you know this whole idea of our body is an illusion even by scientific standards? Do you know? How, for example, how do you know that I am sitting here, I am real?
You see brain working.
Whose brain is working?
Everyone.
Oh, that means everyone has one. No, but how do you know that the person who is sitting here is actually sitting here?
By image. By his image.
What if this image can be created? It is possible today to create an image like this. Of course, not with so much clarity, but possible. So somebody may be sitting somewhere else and that person's image can be created here. Live telecast. It is possible. I don't know whether you have seen, but there are videos of that. So, but of course there will be some flickering and also you will understand that is not correct image. But it is possible. So, or what is the guarantee that I am not a humanoid or a robot? How do you know? Because nowadays robots are made just like human beings with all the skin and everything.
Because you are having the living character.
And what is that?
That is you are taking the respiration. You are feeling touch sensation. You are seeing something. You are smelling. You are tasting.
But all these things are there in a robot also. Robots can be programmed to just look like, or they are programmed to just look like a human being. They can smell what happens inside is something different, but they can smell, they do breathe, etc.
Robot is scientifically modulated thing.
No, but you don't know that because you have not seen a robot. Have you seen a robot face to face? Which robot?
No, I have seen in the
Movies.
Yeah.
Videos. No. I'm talking about humanoids. Nowadays there are many companies which purchase robots paying millions of dollars. If you go to, for example, the headquarters of Sony, you will be greeted by a robot and you cannot say that it's a robot. And it will find you. If you are smiling, it will say good. And then if you are little annoyed, it will say what has happened, please sit down, take a cup of coffee and all that.
It can sense, but
No, it can sense, but
they are programmed. They are doing things mechanically, not by.
no. Your idea of artificial intelligence is, I'm sorry to say, little outdated. So please update. They are not so like, it is not so like that program that everything, it is based on an algorithm which is very broad and it can think for itself. And there are some robots now which can learn like a human being. You put the robot in a place, if somebody is talking a new language, it will hear and it can learn. Self-learning robots. These are all in artificial intelligence, old ideas. So these are now already been made into robots. So what I am saying is, how do you know this, that I am, first of all, how do you know that this is not a dream? This, what you are seeing now, is a dream or a waking state. How are you so sure that it is not a dream?
It is really happening.
How do you know that? Have you not come across lucid dreams? Has nobody got vivid or lucid dreams?
But
When you think that it is actually happening and then you get up from sleep and you know that it is not.
Observation of reality.
Huh?
Observation of reality.
In dream also you
There
observe.
is no reality.
No, but
I'm not asking you a philosophical question. I'm asking you what happens in the experience of dream. You really feel that, then why do people say, bachao in dream? Why do they say help me or say?
In dream you will feel the false things real.
That is a philosophical thing.
If you are flying in the dream, you will feel really I am flying.
No, but why have you not seen any vivid dreams? Lucid dreams like you are eating food?
Yeah.
Have you not seen? People do see lucid dreams. They say that it happened. So what is the, how can you prove? You give me a scientific proof to prove that a person is seeing a dream or waking. That is all philosophy or this thing. Scientifically, if you come across a person, how do you prove that person is not dreaming but is in waking state? Because people go to sleep with eyes open. You know that. So even seeing that you cannot. So with eyes open, if they see a good dream, they may be smiling also. In fact, neurologists say that there is no difference between the brain activity in the dreaming state and the brain activity in the waking state. There is no difference. In dream, if you are eating food, the same cells will be, neurons will be fired in your brain when you are eating food in the waking state. So it is impossible to tell whether a person is dreaming or waking, at least scientifically. So how do you know that this also is real? That is at that level. Another level is that of course nobody knows. How do you know that a person, what that person, she or he is telling is actually what that person means? Do you know? Nobody knows. That is why we have all the fake gurus, fake doctors, fake professors, all fake. Because what that person is thinking inside the mind, nobody knows. Unless you go for a narcotic test or something. But you don't go for that. So how do you know? You don't know. So this reality is very illusory. You cannot say what is real. In fact, sometimes if the glass is very clean, it becomes difficult to understand whether there is a glass or whether there is no glass. So that is what. So this whole thing is actually illusory, and that is why you suffer. Because we hold on to illusory things and insist that they are real. And the moment you insist that they are real, you will suffer. Okay, and that is why here the Guru says, Swam eva anuvilokayet. You should realize that you are beyond mind, buddhi, ahankara and chitta. But our problem is we don't even understand that we have a mind. You are not aware of your mind. You just do what your mind asks you to do. You are not on top of your mind, means you are not beyond your mind or you are not controlling your mind. That is the problem. So, whatever mind asks, you do. And that you can get rid of if your mind becomes pure. Even then it is slow process, slowly. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat.